Philadelphia carpenter, and today we're doing a restoration on this platform here on top of these stairs. At this point we're taking up the wood that sits on the platform. It's tongue and groove, some of it's plywood patches, it's all beat up, and as part of this house renovation we're using some recycled heart pine that we've taken from a house that's getting demoed over in Frankfurt. This is a classic piece of hard pine wood, also called longleaf pine. There used to be a whole lot of it in the 17 and 1800s, all the way from Virginia to Texas. It all got chopped down. Most of it now is recycled. It comes out of old buildings. Sometimes it comes out of rivers and lakes. Not much new is growing. There's not much new growth. A little bit of Texas and a little bit of Florida has some, but the old stands were all cut down. It's highly valued as a flooring product because it's so hard. It's called heart pine because it's cut out of the heart of the tree. You can almost see, if you look at the grains of this heart pine, that the heart is right here. So the closer you get to the heart of the tree, to the harder it gets. And they use this as a flooring product for the most part. And nowadays still highly valued. It's a beautiful wood. You can saw it two different ways. They take the log and they saw it like this. And this is called plane saw because it's very easy to do. You set the saw up and you just cut straight cuts right through the tree like that. The other way to cut it is called quarter sawing, where you take a quarter of the tree and you cut it this way. Actually, you cut it like this, and then they cut it like this. And they go this way, and then they go this way. And that's how they do quarter sawing. I'm doing a little bit out of line, but you get the idea. And quarter sawn wood is more expensive, and it's better, and it doesn't warp as much. This particular pieces that we're using are plain sawn, and you can tell plain sawn the difference when you look at heart pine. You can tell the difference because plain sawn wood will have these like cathedral figures in it, like that. You know, you see that? It looks sort of like a cathedral. Here is again right here, this little notion there. So plain sawn wood was less expensive to get, and the quarter sawn wood was more expensive, and you could probably expect that's still the case today. The advantage of quarter sawn wood is that it doesn't cup as much because of how it's taken out of the tree. When you look at a quarter sawn piece of wood, the lines will be, all the lines in the wood will look something like this. It'll all be very straight, like pinstripe, because of the way it comes out of the tree. So this is definitely plain sawn wood because you can see the grain. And if it was quarter sawn wood, you'd see more of the grain going like this. You can imagine how that happens. When you look at the tree, here's the growth rings. And if you visualize how the growth rings are, you can see how they cut through the pieces. They cut through long ways this way and short this way. See that? Line, 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 they're more parallel. So that's how come quarter sawn wood is more desirable. It doesn't cup as much because it's so straight. That's the advantage of quarter sawn wood. So it's, you know, it's better. But we have really old boards here, a couple hundred years old. It's going to work out real nice, and we're going to clean these things up.